today's video, guys, is gonna be about, man, some things that make you, you know, I've talked about this in a lot of my videos before, guys, about getting out of a company driver mindset, you know what I'm saying, become an owner operator mindset. Now, some people learn a little quicker than others, but me, it took me a while for it to sink in, guys. But I'm telling you, when it sinks in, it sinks in, guys. And with a couple occasions that caused me to make me say, wow, I'm not a company driver no more, guys. And like I say, it was forced because, you know, as a company driver, you have a breakdown, you get on a Big Bird, holler Big Bird, they say send aid and assist, baby. You know what I'm saying? One time I had ran out of fuel, guys, and I called the Big Bird like, hey, I'm telling them my whole story, like, hey man, I think somebody stole my fuel. I don't know what happened, woo, blah, 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 blah. And I was a bundle empty. I had an empty and have a load, so probably I didn't give two rats anyway. Told the dispatch, hey man, hey, y'all got somebody to come out and help out with this, you know, woo woo. They're like, no, that's on you, it's your truck. Call us when we get back up and running. I said, man, I said, whoa, what's hey man? What happened to the help, baby? What's up with the aid and assist, baby? They're like, it's your truck, your baby, your responsibility. Now, one person would think after that occasion right there, you would think it'll sink in, guys, that I'm on my own. But then again, like on the next token, guys, when I finally get back up and running, they try to run a truck like a company driver truck. Like they try to run you the way they want you to run and expect you to say, I mean, now if you're making money and it makes sense, I don't mind doing it. But it gotta make money and it gotta make sense. That's the whole purpose you've been out. You ain't out here for your help, guys. But like I said, when breakdowns come, you're on your own, man. I get about that jam. I call Google around, call somebody, come out. That's when I did that video, guys, and it cost me $300 for 11 gallons of fuel. And I still had enough fuel to go back to I had to go back to the opposite way where I was going, to go back to a fuel station to fill up the rest of the way to make the rest of the trip. After I paid $300 for 11 gallons. But anyway, I digress. You would think that'll dawn in, that'll sink in. Man, you on your own out here, man. You know, you lease to a company, you on your own. You gotta make boss decisions, guys. But anyway, so it didn't sink in that deep yet. I'm looking at my settlements, I'm like, man, they definitely missed something on my settlement. All this running I'm doing, I know my settlement's supposed to be, right? I get my settlement, I said, man, what the? I said, somebody robbed me, man. So I call them, they're like, well, we ain't pay for this, we don't pay for that, we don't pay for this right here. Well, why'd you do that? We won't pay for that, we ain't approve that, woo, right? I said, yeah, It was starting to sink in, but the part that really made it sink in, that I wasn't a company driver no more, guys. One day I was out here, they actually told me, hey, go to this yard over here. I went to this rail yard. The box they gave me was not in that yard, guys. They said, okay, well, get another one out that yard. That box they gave me the second time was not in that rail yard, guys. They said, okay, well, we got another box in another rail yard. I said, okay. So I went to the other rail yard to get the box, but the box had so many problems, guys, I couldn't move the box. I called dispatch, I called the Big Bird, hey man, this thing got some problems, man. It's leaking air, lights missing, flat tires, like 2. I said, hey, I can't move this. I said, the rappel line is so long, I mean, I can't sit in that line. I said, you got something else? But they tell me, well, get a flip then. So I said, okay, you know, I'll get a flip. I went to get a flip, guys. Man, I called HE double hockey stick trying to get a flip. First of all, I didn't know what a flip was. I didn't know what a flip area was. I didn't know about a flip ticket. I didn't know about none of that stuff. I didn't know how to pick a good chassis. I didn't know about none of that stuff, guys. So anyway, that whole day, I spent like 8 hours out there, guys, and got nothing done, guys. Nothing. From that first rail yard to that second rail yard, the flip thing didn't work out too good. Because when you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know until you don't know it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that made sense, but you don't know what you don't know. So I was trying to get it done. I'm like, it didn't get done, guys. So, and I was like, man, well, I've been out here 8 hours, so I know I'm gonna get paid something for this, right? And I called them up and said, hey man, so how do I get paid for this, man? I went from one rail out to the other one. They said, well, you don't get paid, no, we pay you to move loads and to move equipment. And the only time you get paid bobtail is you bobtailing to get a load or empty. And it was over so many miles that we'll pay you for bobtail. But you bobtail on your own because that was on you. Guys, when I tell you I was heated to the 10th power, but I couldn't even get mad, man. The game is it's cruel, man, but if you understand the game, man, you'll realize that, yeah, okay, I see how this is going. All right, you know, all right. Because like I said, when it costs you, guys, you remember it, man. I burned fuel and time. I think the part that got me, guys, that day was the time I spent doing all that stuff and got nothing moved. I mean, nothing got moved. The only thing moved was my truck, guys, and when I moved that, I didn't even get paid for that, guys. I didn't get paid for it, man. That was the learning curve right there. That knocked me inside my head, guys. Like, you ain't a company driver no more. We are technically partners, man. Your job is to get the load moved. Our job is to move the load and be compensated for our efforts, right? That's why we independent contractors. That's why we do what we do. And all the years I've been out here doing this, I realize that now, guys. It took a while for me to get a couple of knocks out of my head to realize that. But we're not 50-50 partners, don't get me wrong. They taking most of the risk. We take a risk too, so we gotta be compensated for the risk we take. I'm just saying, doing what we do, at least doing to a company. Now, if everybody got their own authority and all that stuff, guys, that's a whole other thing. I don't do that, so I can't speak on that right now. And once you realize that employee mindset or the company driver mindset, guys, it go away by default. I know some people was asking me, man, like, how do you even get out that mindset? And truthfully, I didn't even realize how I got out of it until I actually sat down and thought about it. Like I said, when it started costing you out of your pockets, guys, like I said, when your truck's sitting in the shop, you call dispatch, hey man, my truck is in the shop, blah, 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 you know, I don't know what's going on with it. And all they tell you is, okay, let us know when you're back up and running. AKA, you are on your own. Now don't get me wrong, some companies will actually fund you. Like, let's say your truck go in the shop, you get a loan from your company, and you have to pay them back. I wouldn't recommend that, guys. You can do it on your own, because you don't want to run while you're in the hole. You don't want to run in the hole. You want to run at least even, because they're going to try to short you the way they could anyway. Go on a mile here, a couple loads there, empty move here, all this stuff add up. So if you in a hole with them, guys, you just burying yourself, man. Now don't get me wrong, if you actually have to do something like that, go in a hole with the company, then do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got going on. You gotta get truck, gotta get out of the jam, get truck about the shop, you know what I'm saying? Then you do it, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have to do it, man. Don't go in a hole with the company, man. Rough it out if you got to. So the last thing you want to do is how the company, how you buy your your grown men's, your grown women's. You don't want the woman, you don't want the company to how you buy that, man. So, yeah, you owe us for this anyway. So now you trying to just run to break even. You don't want to do that, guys. You don't want to do it. It's gonna get hard, man. It's gonna get tough sometimes, man. But you don't want to do it, man. So I say have a plan from the beginning, man. You don't have to lean on these guys like that. But anyway, that's how I realized, guys, I wasn't an employee no more. I wasn't a company driver no more. I realized all that, guys, by spending money on things that the company wouldn't cover, the things that the company wouldn't help you out on. All the company said was, call us when you're up and running. And you realize, I'm on my own, man. This is my thing, man. So now when I run, I got to make sure I maximize my run when I run. And you ain't gonna do it all the time, but you want to at least make sure you're on the winning side of the game to be able to cover, to turn a profit, guys. That's the whole thing. Because when the breakdowns come, the company on the line say, hey, man, we'll take care of that for you. We'll make sure you're okay, back up and running. Hey, call us when you have any problems. Great. Now they're gonna say, call us when you're up and running. That's all they're gonna say. So they don't care how you run. They don't care what you're doing. They won't get the loads moved. It's up to you as the independent contractor to make sure you making money and make sense. You gotta make sense to make sense. I did a video on that, guys. You have to. If you don't, you're gonna lose. And they gonna say, well, we hope you make money. No, it ain't their job to make sure you make money. So as an independent contractor, as you being an owner operator, it's up to you to figure out how to make money, guys. So anyway, YouTube, hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going around here. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.